Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Sagittarius, this mid-month could be very inspiring and full of creative ideas and full of abundance and fertility being brought back to your closest attention to achieve something or to release yourself from burdens and tensions and difficulties that were weighing upon you. So, at some levels, there's an opportunity to relax and enjoy a little bit from those burdens. There's an opportunity to in contact with your own nature and with nature itself, which would be great over this mid-month to go out in nature because you have two cards that really talk about the natural ways. So the nature itself and being out there, reconnecting, replenishing your spirit and your body, and getting those divine sources of inspiration that you are after to either release yourself from a burden or just feel more content and more satisfied with who you are and what you have at this time. So the Empress as the main opportunity promotes huge amounts of self gratification and just feeling better in your skin, feeling more comfortable with what you are attracting at this time, which could be plenty. So you could be attracting abundance and finally sitting and recognizing that there's much more abundance around you than what you were seeing, so entangled in the seriousness of the challenges that you were perceiving and in the hard work that you were trying to move beyond, that maybe finally now you can sit back a little bit and see with a clearer vision that there's plenty that you should be grateful for and that there's in you a capacity to create even more. So your self-worth and your self-esteem can be improving, especially if you have been feeling more depressed or more prone to negative thinking. There's also a great creative abilities within the Empress when you want to just attract that level of abundance from within, using your inner resources to attract the resources, the circumstances, the people that you need to get what you want. So the sensual pleasures and the carnal desires are very strong for you and emphasized this month in terms of indulging your with your five senses the greatness of things that this earth has to offer. So it's a very physical oriented time in getting yourself it's like getting yourself a spa type of vacations at this time within your spirit, because it's what you are needing is to connect back with your body and the essence of your body and the sensuality of it, maybe even to just relieve the pressures you are in or you're putting yourself in, and maybe even to get to this creative thinking abilities where you start seeing and creating on your own the solutions that you need to relieve your burdens and your obligations. And having here the challenge, the temperance energy. So the empress and the temperance are two very, for me, cards associated with natural things. So being in nature can really promote some important insights for yourself over this time. But also, it's about reconciling some opposite forces and bringing them to your attention with moderation and patience. So, you are not, the difficulty in enjoying and indulging in this Empress energy, it's here being presented by a probable difficulty in trusting the process as it is and relaxing, not wanting to make anything different from what it is, not wanting to accelerate and go to extremes to get your ways and your means, and especially to make some type of a truce or um, peace offer towards any type of situations that are involving others' differences at this time. Feel that you are going round and around and around and around with either a person or a situation that is just making you really it's making you spin and spin and spin and not being able to sit down in your energy of comfort and stabilize your feelings and your perception of what it is that you want to create either out of that relationship or out of that circumstance. That's why you need to maybe take a break so you can get that powerful insight of what to do next. There's something that you could be contemplating, something that you see as beautiful. You could be attracting beautiful, creative souls as well to your group of interaction and to your attention. You could be really enjoying the artistic, aesthetic qualities around you, just seeing beauty in things that and in people that either you didn't see before or you never noticed the same way, and that on its own is creating that abundant energy and that awakening of your own resourcefulness to create opportunities and to be more of a communicator towards your desires in an upfront way. So there's also good communication abilities with the empress in terms of things you just want to say and to say it in a very positive note. It's a communication where even if there has been some problems or some issues with these two cards together, there can be good opportunities to make the conversation turn out quite beautiful and with more joy than what you would expect. But for that, the differences need to be reconciled. The oppositions need to be brought together to bring that alchemy to the table where there's an opportunity to balance and transform at the same time from those differences, especially in terms of differences of beliefs. So, and the challenge here is exactly to be patient with it and to not pressure and force things that are still in a it's like a gestation mode. They are still in the process of the embryo. So do not accelerate things that are still in the process of becoming alive. But they are being created, and for that, there's an opportunity for you to reawaken your power in terms of your abilities to create in places that maybe you believed you couldn't create anymore. It's a very strong, fertile month for you to push forward with the heavy loads. So the advice is for you to look at where you are putting yourself in so much pressure, in so much responsibilities and obligations that just the road you are walking, it feels too painful. Maybe it's time to stop and enjoy a little bit of the nature. Maybe it's time to stop and do something that gives you pleasure. The responsibilities will not go anywhere, they cannot, but you will feel better and more ready to take them on. Sometimes it's important to know when to take that break in order to get to your fullest potential. So even though you are tired and even though there's a lot on your plate that you're trying to release yourself from by accomplishing it, do not forget that many times all these burdens and responsibilities that we carry are not even ours in a physical sense, but yes, our expectations and judgments to create on our own of what is expected of us to be our responsibility and obligation of something. So please appreciate the beauty in you and appreciate that sometimes it's important to take your body as a temple and to create rituals to promote it and to create implement little things in your daily routines that promote that self appreciation for yourself, because the body has more impact on the soul than what we believe, or at least that's my belief as well and how I feel. And so getting back to your five senses on itself can help you breathe easier and bring about differences together and relieve something that is burdening you for a while. So, Sagittarius, I hope you have a great mid month. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate it. And hopefully, we'll see each other soon.